You have prepared a report on the access to nationality and the effective implementation of the European Convention on Nationality. What are the key recommendations in your report?
The main recommendation is to eliminate statelessness. In principle, statelessness should be prevented. Unfortunately, even our own Council of Europe Convention is so far ratified by only 20 member states. Even less number of member states ratified relevant UN convention. So statelessness is widespread in Europe. Worldwide, UNHCR considers there are about 12 million stateless people. In Europe, the number counts to almost 700,000. It's a lot. And these stateless people are somehow in the gray area, because states prefer not to deal with them because they don't know how to handle this problem. Stateless people cannot be expelled, because there is no state which would normally agree to accept them. So quite often states just turn a blind eye on the existence of stateless people. The most acute problem is that children are born stateless. And very often they are at legal limbo, and some basic services like health care and education are not available to them. This must be urgently changed.
How can the Council of Europe contribute to the prevention and elimination of the statelessness in Europe?
Until quite recently, statelessness and in general the problems related to nationality were one of the priorities of the Council of Europe. Unfortunately, since 2008, the corresponding expert group ceased, and governments and the Committee of Ministers do not deal with this issue. We have a new wave of stateless people. These are immigrants who lose their citizenship or are illegally deprived of their citizenship, or their citizenship cannot be identified. So some immigrants use this method to destroy their IDs just to avoid expulsion or deportation. So we need some very clear rules how to deal with this issue, and in my report I argue that these rules must be strictly based on the human rights principles enshrined in the European Convention of Human Rights. So stateless people should be eligible for naturalization. Naturalization laws should not be discriminatory. Newborn children must be granted citizenship and under any circumstances should remain stateless. Unfortunately, in many Council of Europe member states, this problem exists to a lesser or bigger extent. And we should not pretend that this problem is not there. And we should be open and sincere enough to admit the existence of the problem and courageous enough to handle it.